Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the Lakers.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Murray and DeRozan in the backcourt together. Aldridge out there with Pirtle, and it's Burton in at the 3 spot. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Doncic, no good. Smith against Murray. Kicks to Pirtle. Passes to DeRozan. Over Collins. Aldridge can't get it to go.
And for the Spurs, they're still finding ways to improve the roster, but you can never really replace a Tim Duncan.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And, of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Shoots from the line. Pirtle. Tries again. And Jackson with the block.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts. Struggling to find any daylight.
And here's Harden for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. And speaking of Duncan, Steve, there were just so many ways in which he affected winning.
Yeah, the scoring efficiency from Tim Duncan, the interior defense, the defensive rebounding, plus his physical and mental toughness.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Doncic passes to Smith. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Spurs have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Rosen dishes to Pirtle. Burton the pass to Murray.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And San Antonio has possession. 4-point game. Pirtle, the pass to Burton. Here's DeRozan. The 19-footer is on the money.
A nice make there from DeMar DeRozan, who is so strong on the offensive end.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. On defense, he said, quote, we're going to have to neutralize their high flyers. We can't play above the rim against these guys. Whatever it takes, we need to shut down the lane. See if they are able to do that during the game, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And the Spurs with possession after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Here's Aldridge. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Aldridge has got his first basket of the night. And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. Smitty, when you were playing, the league tinkered with the distance of the 3-point line. Given the emphasis on perimeter offense now, should they consider moving it farther out?
Kevin, please not. No way. Guys are shooting it 4 or 5 feet behind the line already. Now if you move it back, then they're going to move back to half court.
I know.
Keep the line the way it is right now. I like it the way it is right now.
It's enough of a challenge, don't you think?
Yes, it is.
Now, here is Gortat. The 3 from Mills. Another shot. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Spurs trail by 6. And the pass to Mills. Baines with the block, and he's able to get it back. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Mills has got 5 points so far.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Houston moving it around. Buries the long-range jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Pulls it from the elbow. He doesn't hit that one. And Houston the other way now. Baines finds Williams. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
The length and anticipation of Aldridge, a tough combo to score against.
Brandon Knight, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Now, here's Mills. 5 points in the game. Knight wide open, kept alive, and Aldridge slams it in.
You have to be serious about bodying up Aldridge, or he'll score off the bound all day.
Pass to Baines. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Aldridge. Inside, Knight. And he hits it to tie the game up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. 9 points in the game so far. 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Floats one. 4 seconds left. And it's Gortat. That time on the assist by Knight.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Right back after this break.
He's already level 85. I'm like, yo, I thought we were staying the same level. He's like, yeah, bro, I grinded a little bit. Yo, chill, bro. They can see that I'm the one.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Protecting that rim early on, that's been a big factor for them tonight.
Well, you can erase a lot of defensive mistakes when you have shot blockers lurking in the background.
We've got Aaron Baines. Williams is out there with Brooks. Then it's Sheldon Mack. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Boy, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. They trail by 1. They host the Clippers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Shoots from 12. And another basket for San Antonio. Houston's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. And Mack has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mack's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dellavedova kicks to Aldridge. Passes to Dellavedova. He feeds it to Gortat. And Gortat with the stuff.
He is a big guy, and Gortat doesn't play the finesse game. This is a guy who's all about strength. Forget about laying it up there. He's going to take the power approach.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. The Spurs also changing it up. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. And Burton subbed in for Walker. Knight against Smith. Knight kicks to Dellavedova. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Steve, you were kind of a positionless player. When you played 6'8", highly skilled, talk about some of the guys who really fit that bill in today's game.
I think guys like LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum does a fantastic job. Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, he's done a nice job. Gordon Hayward. Those are the guys that are 6'8", 6'7", can do a lot of different things at that position. One of the best also at that position, Andre Iguodala. He'll be able to switch out on offense and also play different positions on the offensive end.
Excellent list.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. To the inside, got a piece of it. Stolen by Collins. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Poked away. Dellavedova kicks to Gortat. Right with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Spurs have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And he can't get the first one.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size. A 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. DeRozan comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Knight. Houston in the lead. Here's Doncic. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got 5 points.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
With some arc, a wide open look here for DeRozan. No good with the triple. Smith the pass to Collins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Marcin Gortat. For Houston, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. And that one falls for Collins.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And so Collins nails both of them. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Murray surveying the D. The Rockets pull it in. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
They just seem to match up very well whenever they play these guys. You can tell they have a ton of confidence.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, there's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Good season for him last year. 6th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Nice shot by Poeltl.
Got to be on the lookout for Poeltl crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
And Harden with the stop.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to Oklahoma City.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm. Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Here's Smith. Buries it down low. Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets.
Working on his interior game, Smith Jr. is very aware he has what it takes to score from there.
And Mills kicks to Murray. Back to Mills. 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Murray, no good.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gorchak. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the quick three. From deep. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Rockets on top. They're up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
James, big first half for you. What was the most important thing that got you going?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and give a little spark to my teammates. You know, and they followed along. So, you know, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
So far, so good. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, the shooting accuracy was on point. It was good play calling, of course, by the coaching staff, but it was great execution by the team.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I'd like to see them press to action a little bit more.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Murray and DeRozan in the backcourt together. Pirtle is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Burton in the small forward position. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket for Murray.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
Collins. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Here's Pirtle. Murray, the pass to Burton. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Good on the shot. Pirtle's got 7 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Steve, when we talk about signature shots in the NBA, what about Aldridge's fadeaway jumper?
Usually starts with him backing down the defender. He turns, faces up, transfers weight from all the way forward to all the way back. Add in the high release point, virtually unblockable.
Here's Murray. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Well, the explosive moments, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
Williams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Brandon Knight, he's checked in for San Antonio. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. In the third spot, the Spurs.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter, and they pick up 2.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots. You are in rhythm.
Down low, Birtle with the steal. Now here's Murray. The pass to Burton. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Houston leading by 3, and it's Smith penetrating. Misses from short range.
Ooh, you know that's one he liked to have that. Point-blank range, and he missed it.
2 points. That one goes. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family, and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
Houston making a switch. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Fires it up. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
Whoa. And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Three-pointer, Dellavedova. It's rebounded by Houston.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Williams kicks to Doncic. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Burton. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now, here's Doncic. He started closely. Not going to go that time. Burton, the pass tonight. Outside Aldridge. Pass to Dellavedova. 5 to shoot. Aldridge kicks tonight. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And checking out some numbers here for LaMarcus Aldridge. Good season for him last year. 10th in rebounding, and he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. Timeout call for Rockets.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Jackson. Dylan Brooks comes in for Doncic. And Max subbed in for James Harden. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now for an update on John Collins' injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Houston's head athletic trainer about his status. And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. The season is still very young, but that is bad news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how the team responds without him, Kevin.
Thanks for checking in, DA. Injuries are always tough to deal with, but they're just a fact of life in the NBA.
And he'll have a lot of support as he goes through the recovery process. They want him back as soon as possible.
And we know how much better they'll be as a team when he's out of those street clothes and back in uniform. When you miss the lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
Mills dishes to Walker. Yep, that one goes.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Houston leading by 4. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Mack. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. 20 seconds left to play here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And this is one of those times where the coaches got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Lets it go with the 3. Mack, good. Max got 6.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Rocket. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Williams, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Dennis Smith. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Brooks at the 3 slot. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
The Spurs making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you, guys.
2 on the clock. Here's DeRozan, and that one's on target from the wing. DeRozan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Walker. Williams, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Pass to DeRozan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Smith right side from downtown. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And the Rockets making a change here. Jackson's checked in. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for San Antonio. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. To the paint, and Aldridge slams it in.
Let Aldridge get to the rim. You know you're in trouble.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And it's Smith missing. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. A 2-point game. They get it back. That ties it up. And it's 8 points for Aldridge. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Shooting for Houston. The free throw drops for Jackson. So for the Rockets, Doncic is checked in for Aaron Baines, and it's James Harden in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Burton's checked in for the Spurs.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Murray with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Aldridge. And the Spurs scoring again.
Good rhythm on the catch and shoot. Aldridge feeling that one.
Aldridge has gotten 5 shots to fall in 8 attempts. It's Harden with the drive. That's tipped, and they get it back. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And that one drops. And now a 3-point Spurs lead.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Hurdle. Wonderful timing right there.
And it's DeRozan missing. And for Houston, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Pulls up. Another miss by Houston.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Loaded up with a lot of confidence. DeMar DeRozan can be a big-time performer.
Harden kicks to Brooks. Houston moving the ball around. Doncic, no good. Spurs leading by 5. And there's the feed to Pirtle. And he makes good on the layup.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 7. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that.
And I'll tell you what, Smith takes over on those important possessions, always calm and confident with the ball, and this guy embraces the big moment.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. A shot, and it's San Antonio with another. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. To the inside, and stolen by Murray. Here's Burton. It's rebounded by Houston. And Harden launches it from deep. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 6th rebound on the night. 13 feet away. Here's Aldridge. And Jackson with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. .59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
An area he must sharpen over time. Smith Jr. has the defensive skills. Just needs to work on his will.
Let's go. Count it. And now they trail by just 4.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray against Smith. Murray kicks to Aldridge. A fadeaway, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Huge shot. The calm, cool demeanor of Aldridge completely locked in there.
From deep, Harden. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
I mean, tough position, but really they can't blame anybody but themselves.
They've certainly missed on some opportunities, but stranger things have happened. They need a quick shot and an immediate foul right here.
Sinks it.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him get the game.
And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Fires from deep. Rebound by Murray. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Smith finds Harden. This one for 3. It's money from deep.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points and chunks.
And here's a timeout from Greg Popovich. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Race is so much real.